Hey everyone, welcome to Man Who Eats, and today I'm eating poached salmon with garlicky tomatoes, perfect for a date night or just a weeknight in. First thing we have to do is preheat our oven to 425 degrees. Next up, we're going to take our garlic head. I know it sounds like a lot of garlic, but you do want all of that garlic flavor. It melts into the sauce and makes this really delicious tomato garlicky sauce to finish off this dish. You want to slice that thin. Next up, you take a shallot, and you're going to do the same thing. Slice that shallot real thin. You need about 8 tomatoes sliced in half. That may also sound a lot, but they really shrink up. They become almost like a stewed tomato, but they release all their juice right into the sauce. Then we get the pan ready to go. In the pan, make sure it has high sides on it. We're going to take about a 1/4 cup of olive oil, or enough olive oil to cover the bottom of the pan. This really needs a good quality extra virgin olive oil that you can find at the store. Get something nice, because this is the bulk of the flavor is going to be carried throughout the dish using that olive oil. Now into a cold pan, we're going to put that olive oil, the garlic, and the shallots, and we're going to bring that to medium heat. So once the garlic and shallots are starting to sizzle, that's when we go ahead and add in our tomatoes. Try to put them face down, although it doesn't really matter that much, but face down, it really encourages them to release their liquid. We'll also season them with a little salt and pepper at this point. That also helps get their liquid out and really make a nice saucy liquid that we are eventually going to poach our salmon in. Once the tomatoes start looking like this, nice and saucy, bubbling slowly over that medium heat, that's when we're going to go ahead and season our salmon and put that into the dish. It takes about 8 minutes to this point. Once the salmon go into the dish, now we're going to put the entire pan immediately into that 425 degree oven and cook it for about 15 minutes. You want to check it about 12 minutes, check the internal temperature, see where it's at. We're looking for something finished between 125 and 130 degrees for a perfect poached salmon. Once salmon has come to temp, we go ahead and pull that out and add in our fresh kale, and you just want to tuck it into the sauce, let that wilt a little bit. Now finally the good stuff. We go ahead and get ourselves a shallow bowl. You're going to have a lot of liquid to sop up with some bread. First thing we're going to put down is the salmon. Next, we spoon over some of that pan sauce that we've created with those tomatoes and that garlic and the shallots and that olive oil. It is so luxurious, you'll think you're at a high-end restaurant with this. Once that goes over the top, finish off with a little bit more sauce. You can take a lime if you want. I like a little bit of acid in mine, so I take a lime wedge and go ahead and squeeze that over the top. And then finally, we take some nice soft bread. This is Chicago-style bread. We just bought it from the grocery store. You can find these in most grocery stores. Get some fresh stuff. Don't get to the bag stuff in the bread aisle. Go to the bakery section of your grocery store and get some really high-quality bread. And there you have it, a delicious dinner for two that isn't overpowering. You get a lot of garlic, you get a lot of tomato, but the salmon really shines. If you have high-quality salmon, you can sop up all those juices with the bread, and it really is one of those perfect weeknight meals you can get done in about 25 minutes. I hope you enjoy. If you like this recipe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and you can check out the full recipe at manwhoeats.com. See you next time.